EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go here on Monday night. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. First carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Like 46! Like 46!
Here's Levis to open with a pass. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
22 Linda, 22 Linda. Tracy, shut up. 29's down, 22 Rita.
Out of the shotgun, Levis. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Second down. Nix. Catch made. That's Pittman. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he will take this up past the 30-yard line. That's going to be enough for a 1st down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Open man downfield, it's Pittman. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
A 1st down throw for Nix. Inside the 10, it is caught. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Play action now. It's Nix. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Broncos. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Like 54.
To throw is Levis. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And There wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Quick throw here is complete. And they'll whistle him down. Of 7.
Army! Hand up. X-24, land up. Slack your 18.
From the gun, it's Levis. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's already 2 catches for this guy. We haven't even seen him hand the ball to him yet, and that's really what these running backs have become in the league. They're really just all-around weapons, and if the ground game's not working, you can go to the air, and vice versa. The more times this guy touches the ball, the better it is for this offense.
Back-to-back, gains of 10 yards, and back-to-back first downs. Levis to throw. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On second down, Levis. He's got Dell for that one. And the 49ers are going to have a first and goal. He's taken down at about the 8.
Like 13.
So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Broncos with the early lead. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. They've got it at the 8, first down and goal.
Like 5-4.
And they'll run here with McCaffrey. From the 1, second and goal.
49, Mike.
They'll look to run with McCaffrey. And that big offensive run, clearing space. He's in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. Moody's extra point is good. And the 49ers will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll look deep for Pittman. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And despite his best efforts to get away, ultimately, he goes down behind the line.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down, and this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting, but finally when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
On second down, it's Nix. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, 24, land up.
The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7.
Here's down, right down, 49, Rita. There we go.
Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll weave his way down close to that first down. Going to come up just a little shy. It's going to be 3rd down and short.
Hey, come on, come on.
They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. He's going to have a Niners first down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Tonight. 20 Rita.
Here's Levis. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Like 5-4. Like 5-4.
On the ground, it's McCaffrey. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss. From the gun on 3rd down, here's... That's going to be intercepted. Now the try here for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Broncos will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. First and 10.
Like 13, like 13. Ahead.
Throwing is Levis. Downfield, and it's caught by Ayuk. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job.
That one underthrown and intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. Thrown 23.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll go play action with Nix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. Passing right side, and Chase has it. Here's a third down and 4. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's going to let this one go deep.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And he'll take it on in. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown, 49ers.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A throw over the middle, going to be caught by Franklin. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Down the sideline. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Mustafa.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Like 24.
On 1st and 10, here's Levis. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Out on 0-0. 22 window, 22 window.
Out of the shotgun, Levis. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Now he'll air one out. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this 2nd quarter. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Go.
Throwing is Nix. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Denver. Extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. Broncos have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
49ers 14.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Levis. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Who's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Tracy, set.
To throw is Levis. And that is incomplete.
think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now 3rd and 15. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. This one deep downfield for Chase. And he's going to take this one all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Denver. Point after, coming up here. He knocks it through. And the Broncos have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Levis to throw it here on 1st down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
49's down, 22.
Here's Levis from out of the pistol. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Like 54.
From the gun, it's Levis. That's to the right side. Caught by Goddard. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. The 49ers out to punt this one. That is taken at the 10. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Second down. Nix. nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on third down, but what they call third and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert third downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
That's three. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jair Brown. And he's going to be taken down, but there are 1, 2, 3 flags on the field. I don't think this is going to stand.
Okay, ready? Come on, set. Go.
On the ground, this is Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Here's a 3rd and 10. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. It is 3rd and 10. To throw is Nix. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jair Brown. And the Niners are going to get the football at their own 23.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6.
Right down, 49, read it. Like 49. Like 49.
Levis to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Dell. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
That's good.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And When you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On first down, Levis. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Like 49, 54 readers,
On second down, Levis. The throw left side finds Dell. They hook up again, second time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a first down. They go play action with Levis. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter.
49ers 14.
A good spot here, second and a yard.
22, Linda, 22. By 0. Hey, mayday, mayday, mayday. Troy!
Levis to throw. That is caught. And he is close to the pylon, but they say he's not in. But he's got the next best thing. No touchdown, but a first down. It's first and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need.
And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, San Francisco. On is Moody to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers are back to within 7. It's 28-21. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10.
Here we go, set.
Play action now. It's Nix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. On second down, it's Nix. That's caught inside by Pittman on the slant. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Phillips. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They run over center with Williams. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. It's another run here for Williams. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. They'll go again with Williams. The Broncos bringing out their punt. Important punt here in this tie game late. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.